And that's why you should never, and I mean never, buy your hardwood lumber at the Home Depot, Lowe's, or any chain big box store. Every beginning woodworker starts out building stuff with softwood. It's easy to find, it's relatively inexpensive, it's also easy to work with. But softwood has its problems. First of all, it doesn't stain well and it can look splotchy even if you do it right. It also isn't very durable. Like its name, softwood tends to be soft, which means it can easily scratch or dent, and isn't good for things that need to be durable like furniture or cabinets. Also, it can sometimes look cheap. The trees that are harvested for softwood boards tend to have a lot of branches, and that leads to a lot of knots. And that lowers the quality and the look of your wood projects. Now, softwood is a useful wood in home building and construction because it's cheap, it's relatively strong, and it grows fast. And because it isn't as dense or as hard, it's easier to mill and transport than hardwood. But it isn't always the best choice for woodworking. So at some point, every woodworker branches out to hardwoods. But the problem is that it can be difficult to know what to buy, where to buy it, and how much to pay. Now, before we go on, be sure to hit that like button. It definitely helps out the video. And be sure to leave a comment with your best lumber buying tips. All right, so let's first break it down by talking about why you should never buy hardwood lumber at a big box store. Now, there are a few different reasons, but for me, the biggest reason comes down to how it's sold. Now, if you were to go to a lumber mill, they would sell you lumber by the board foot. It's a bit of a confusing measure if you're not familiar with it, but here's how it works. Hardwood lumber comes in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes it's 8 feet long, sometimes 9, sometimes 12, and it could be 8 inches wide or 6 inches wide or 12 inches wide. And that's even before we talk about thickness. So there needs to be some kind of universal measure, and that's what board feet is. Now, to visualize a board foot, think of a piece of wood that is 12 inches wide, 12 inches long, and 1 inch thick. That is one board foot. Or let's look at a real board. So there's this one here. This is a piece of hard maple. It's 7 inches wide. It's about 5 feet long, and it's 1 inch thick, which means that this board is a little less than 3 board feet total. So how does that translate into cost? Well, I recently stopped by one of my favorite hardwood dealers here in the DFW area and got their most recent pricing, and they're currently charging $4.49 per board foot for hard maple. And so this board at that hardwood dealer would cost about $13. Now, depending upon where you live, that price may sound reasonable or it may sound crazy high. When I lived in Pennsylvania, I would get my lumber direct from the mill and I would pay around $2.50 per board foot for hard maple. But that was a few years ago, and so I don't know exactly what the price would be today. But in some places like, say, Arizona, for example, where this maple is going to have a longer journey to get there, people may pay a lot more for that because it's not as readily available. It is all about supply and demand at the end of the day. Now, that is all fine and good, but here's the main reason why you never want to buy hardwood lumber at a big box store, and that is because the lumber at the big box store is not sold by the board foot, but by the linear foot. So what does that mean, and how do's that translate? Here's some poplar at my local Home Depot. Poplar is a great wood for cabinet parts or painted furniture. I actually built all of the cabinets in my last kitchen out of poplar, and it's one of the cheapest hardwoods you can get. This poplar is $3.73 per linear foot for boards that are 6 inches wide, which means that they're charging $7.46 per board foot. My local lumber dealer here in DFW charges $2.34 per board foot for poplar. That means that the Home Depot's price is more than 3 times the cost at my local hardwood dealer. Now, Lowe's does not sell by the linear foot, but they sell by the entire board. For a 6 inch wide, 8 foot long poplar board at Lowe's, you'd pay $28.98, which translates to about $7.24 per board foot, which is slightly cheaper than the Home Depot, but still much, much more expensive than the local hardwood dealer. Now, that is pretty extreme, but that's not the only reason why you should never buy hardwood lumber at the big box store. There are a few others. Plus, I also need to tell you about where you should shop for hardwood lumber and how to get the best deal. But before I get into that, I want to tell you about this video's sponsor, Monarch Money. Now, you guys have heard me talk about Monarch Money before. It's an ad-free personal finance platform that brings all of your accounts into one place. I really like it because it helps me juggle multiple bank accounts and credit card accounts. And that's a really valuable time saver that helps me stay on top of my finances. With Monarch, everything shows up on one clear dashboard. Added to that, it also has dashboards for tracking your spending and helping you budget, and can even show you what's going on with your investments. One of the coolest views has got to be their cash flow, which can show you exactly where all of your money is going. And maybe the best thing is that Monarch is private and ad-free. That means they don't sell your data. You're a customer. customer, not the product. Monarch is a great way to manage your personal finances and reach your financial goals. And right now they're offering a free trial and 50% off your first year. And so if you want to help manage your finances, check out Monarch Money and use my code DIYDave50 to get the deal. And thanks again to Monarch Money for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. Okay, so we are talking about buying hardwood lumber and why you should never buy hardwood lumber from the Home Depot or any other big box store. And the first thing that I mentioned was the cost. Home Depot lumber costs quite a bit more than what you'd pay at a specialty lumber dealer. But there are also a few other things to take into consideration. The first is variety. Here is some footage that I took at my favorite DFW lumberyard recently, and you can see that they have all kinds of lumber species, from domestic lumber to exotic imported lumber. This walnut here looks amazing. They also have poplar and cedar and red oak and white oak, almost any kind of lumber that you could want. The Home Depot, though, really only stocks 3 species of lumber. You've got pine, like nice pine for the softwood stuff, and then you've got red oak and poplar. That's the only hardwood they have. And like I said, poplar is a great wood, and there's definitely a place for red oak, but that lack of variety really limits your woodworking. Now, sometimes a store here or there may stock other lumber. I've seen some live edge slabs and even heard of a Home Depot that stocked some walnut. But I think that must have been a test case because I've never seen it myself. But again, that lack of variety is another reason why you should skip the big box. That said, the lumber does look to be pretty good quality. There are few, if any, knots. Another important reason to turn away from the big box store is because of how they process the lumber. So hardwood lumber is sized in quarters. And so a 1-inch thick slab of lumber would be referred to as 4/4, or written as 4/4. This is how most lumber is sold, but sometimes you may need something thicker for, say, a table leg or a hefty desk. And so they also have 6/4, which is 1.5 inches thick, as well as 8/4, which is 2 inches thick, and they'll even have some beyond that sometimes. Now, you're not going to get that with the Home Depot, but there is still yet another reason why I don't like Home Depot lumber. And for this one, some people may actually disagree with me. The reason is that the Home Depot lumber is surfaced. That means that it is smooth on all 4 sides. In the lumber world, they call that S4S, or surfaced on 4 sides. And it's something that people usually pay more for. Now, most lumber is actually sold like this. This is a piece of rough cut white oak, and you can see the saw marks. It looks pretty rough. This one has been slightly surfaced, but you can see some of the saw marks there still. And a lot of times when you buy 4/4 lumber, for example, from a lumber mill that hasn't been surfaced, it's a lot of times it's a bit thicker than 1 inch exactly. For surfaced lumber, they send it through machines and they plane off those marks. They plane the lumber till it's smooth. And again, they can do it on 2 sides, 4 sides, however you want it to be done. But when they do that though, it cuts into the wood. And so most 4/4 or 4/4 surface lumber is actually about 7/8 of an inch thick. So it's less than an inch. So unless the board you're buying is perfectly flat and straight, which they almost never are, especially as you cut into them, it will sometimes release some of the tension in the wood itself. You're going to likely need to plane that lumber even thinner to get it to the exact dimensions you want. And I generally like to keep my boards as thick as possible. And planing rough cut lumber myself allows me to do that. Now that takes a jointer and a thickness planer, which is not something that everybody has. But I'm going to be honest here, I think that jointers are worth it. I used this old Craftsman jointer for years. I built my whole kitchen using it. And it only cost me $125. And the funny thing is that when I upgraded it last year and sold it, I sold it for $125. Definitely worth it. It does take up a bit of space, and that's something that not everybody has the luxury of, but I think that jointers are phenomenal, even cheap ones like this. Now, if you don't have a jointer and maybe you are a fan of surface lumber, then you can always request surface lumber from your local lumber dealer. And they're going to charge you a minimal fee for it, depending upon exactly what you want, whether you want 2 sides or 4 sides or whatever surfaced. Now, that said, you're still going to come out ahead on price by going with your local lumber dealer. Honestly, about the only benefit that the big box stores offer is that you can cut the boards down. If you only need 2 feet of board, then you can get that. You can go and you can cut it and just buy those 2 feet. Whereas when you're going to your local lumber dealer, you've got to buy the whole board. They're not going to let you cut it into little pieces. So where should you buy your lumber? Now, I've already talked about my favorite lumber place around here, but honestly, there are good lumber dealers all over the country. My suggestion would be to call ahead and ask them for their latest prices. Lumber yards are not like the Home Depot. They're not going to post their prices because they're always changing. But they're happy to give you their latest quote if you ask. Then compare prices and then go visit the ones you like to see how it looks. Is it clean? Is it organized? Do they know what they're talking about? Are the prices reasonable? If the answer to those questions is yes, then you've got a good place. Another thing that I would suggest would be to go to a lumber mill directly. Now, there aren't many lumber mills around where I live now, but I did this a bunch when I lived in Pennsylvania because there were so many around, including some Amish mills, which was really interesting. Now, they're going to give you the very best deals at a lumber mill, and I found that the old lumber mill guys are always really generous with their measurements. There are also a few other places that sell hardwood lumber, places like maybe Woodcraft and Rockler, if you have any of those stores near you. There are definitely pros and cons to a place like that, one of which being that most, if not all of their lumber is surfaced, but they're also going to have an impressive variety of lumber, including some exotics, which can be kind of fun and interesting. The prices, though, tend to be pretty high, and so I don't think that it's really worth it unless you catch them in one of their sales, which they do sometimes throughout the year. Then it may be a good deal. All right, so that is why you should never, and I mean never, buy your hardwood lumber at the Home Depot, Lowe's, or any other big box chain store. It's not because it's junk, but because of the variety, because of how it's treated and measured and priced. You're going to be much better off going to a specialty lumber dealer or a lumber mill directly, if you have any where you live. But I want to hear from you, especially if you're in Texas. Where is your favorite place to buy lumber and why? What other tips do you have for the newbie hardwood lumber buyer? Be sure to share your thoughts below. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.